everyone, thanks for stopping by. I'm Kara Elizabeth, a 3-5 emotional manifester, here to provide you with your weekly energetic weather report via human design, a system that combines aspects of astrology, the I Ching, the chakra system, and the Kabbalistic tree of life. Now, every human design journey begins with looking up your unique human design chart, and you can do that at www.myhumandesign.com. Transits are the specific energies that are present in the universe at any given moment. I go over the sun and earth, the sun being our main experience and the earth being how we're grounding in it. And each transit tends to hang around for about 6 days. Now, my goal is to provide you with a general cosmic heads up on how you can expect to feel, what you can expect to experience, and how to best navigate your week. So if you're ready to go, let's get started. All right, you guys, it is that time of the week again. The transits have officially shifted. So this week, our sun, which is going to be our main theme, main energetic experience, is transiting through gate 29. This one is coming out of that sacral center. So heads up for all of my non-sacral beings, you may have quite a bit more energy than normal this week. And know that that is okay and normal. And even if you don't, you may even feel more tired than normal this week. So it can kind of go either way with that sacral center. It just depends on where you're at and how you've been operating. But regardless, just give yourself grace through it and just honor yourself in however it shows up for you, okay? So anyways, the gate 29 that comes out of the sacral center, which is our main experience, it's going to carry this energy of going all in on the things that we are most passionate and excited about. And this energy is going to be bringing in some fast acting results, especially if we can tap into doing it right. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what this energy is all about and how we can make the most out of it while we've got it for the next 6 days or so. Okay, so with the gift of 29, the energy of being all in, when you say yes to something with the gift of 29, you're all in on it. So the energy of this one is about throwing your full power and energy into absolutely everything that you're doing. So when you feel excitement about something, it's going to spark a force inside of you that will create momentum in whatever that project or activity is. So this is a force that really can move mountains in the world. And this is the gift that being all in brings, which is forward movement for yourself as well as for others. There's also a trust element here. So you can go all in on something without needing to know exactly what's going to come out of it. That's the trust. Your physical excitement is much more powerful than all the reasoning and rationalizing that your brain will try to get you to listen to instead. What's more is your commitment to staying with something even if it doesn't make sense or gets challenging because you feel drawn to it without knowing why, has the ability to actually transform the situation for the better, no matter how undesirable or uncomfortable it may seem at times. Once you're invested in it, and truly from a place of excitement, it will turn into a more attractive situation to everyone else, whether that's work projects, objects, or people that you bring into your life. Whatever it is that you decide to put your energy into, it's suddenly going to look like a great prospect in other people's eyes too. So the lesson here is that passion conquers all. And it's also the powerful force that is going to upgrade whatever it is that you decide to funnel it into. So how can we make the most out of this while we've got it? And that is by being able to discern between what's actually a yes for you and what's actually not that exciting to you. Okay, so before we get into this, let's talk sacral here because that's exactly where this is coming out of, and it's going to carry that yes or no, black and white energy. So clear as day this week for y'all. I'm going to make it real simple. If you're excited about something and you're so lit up by doing it or just the thought of doing it and it's a hell yes for you, then do it. And if you're feeling anything else other than that, it's a no, okay? It's just a no. It's going to be very clear and very black and white. So the more you can only commit to things that light you up, the more each thing is going to be filled with passion and momentum. They are going to be the fuel that carries all of your endeavors forward without you having to push and force it to become successful. So if you're super excited and passionate about doing something, do it. If not, don't. Period. So when you go all in on something, it's going to galvanize others to come together and create forward movement, the kind that turns dreams into reality. So what can block us here? And that is by, all right, listen up, by committing to things that you don't actually feel excited by. So if you do this, it's okay if you do because it's all an experiment, okay? It's okay to make mistakes. Happy accidents, okay? Because it's going to end up leading you to the correct thing anyways. So no mistakes. But if you do, by accident, commit to something that you don't actually feel excited about, you're just going to end up feeling depleted and feel like you're overextending yourself. So, and of course, like we all know that feeling, right? Just this feeling of burnout. Okay. That's going to be a clear indicator that you need to redirect. Okay. Don't hold on to that. Don't beat yourself up. If you end up in that space, it's okay. Just redirect your energy to something that actually excites you, okay? All right, so try to look at the reasons that you give yourself for saying yes to those things in the first place. Usually, it will have come from the mind trying to convince you that something was going to bring you the results that you wanted, with absolutely no regard to whether the process of getting it was actually going to be enjoyable. So I feel like prime example here is just, from an entrepreneurial perspective. I feel like a lot of times, like entrepreneurs, I feel like, are very creative, like they're always going to have some kind of idea to throw out there, as a way to generate income. But of course, a lot of these ideas may not actually be exciting to them. They may be thinking more about, maybe even following a trend to just make a quick few dollars or something. But that's not the type of energy we want to be in, okay? And that's the type of energy that this is talking about. Is like, okay, prime example, just like doing something for the money versus doing it because you actually enjoy doing it, okay? I feel like I just felt like using that as an example. So that may or may not resonate. But anyways, another way that we can block ourselves here is by being casual or nonchalant about things. We want to feel excited. We want to feel passionate. And if it ain't there, it ain't there. And this is the energy that we really want to steer clear from, is the being casual or nonchalant, okay? Because we're going to lose our juice if we try and tone ourselves down here this week. So being casual or nonchalant is not the true nature of this energy, okay? So anywhere in your life where you feel like you have this attitude is going to essentially bring you misalignment, period. So connect to your passionate and committed self and do not shrink that power in order to be more acceptable, more cool, or less threatening in society's eyes. I'm telling you guys, it's that juice and power behind your passion and excitement that's going to be drawing people in and make whatever it is that you do successful, and you're going to see results from it. I'm telling you, that's it. All right. So now let's move to the Earth transit. So this is going to be really similar to last week in that we're grounding through our emotions. So we are transiting gate 30, which comes out of the emotional / solar plexus center. And this grounding energy is going to carry the energy of having the desire to feel things deeply. So you can already kind of see where this energy is coming in to greatly support us in our main experience through the sun this week. So let's see what Jenna has to say about this one. So the gift of 30 brings in a desire for having big life experiences. So the kind that are going to make you feel fully alive, whether that's pleasure or pain. You are just going to desire to feel something. And remember, this is how we're grounding, okay? So we are going to find ourselves longing for more than what we're currently experiencing to make us feel that aliveness. So for some of us, this could show up as being an adrenaline junkie for the next 6 days. For others, it may be more subtle life experiences, such as just, experiencing movies and music. But most often, though, this gift of 30 is going to show up as being game for anything, and it's going to show up as somebody who just wants to experience it all. It doesn't really matter what it is that you do, just as long as it's authentic to you. So you see just how supportive this is already. This is helping us ground in to doing things that are only authentic to us and that feel good to us, which is it's a very similar energy, just coming from a different perspective. But it's very similar. Only doing things that light us up and that feel good to us and that feel true to us. So the purpose of this gift is to remind yourself and others of the joy of experience for experience's sake. So this one is also one that is not too concerned about the outcome. It's just more or less concerned about the experience and the joyfulness that you get from the experience, or even the sadness that you get from an experience. You've just got this desire, this innate desire this week to ground through the emotional aspects of the experiences that you're having. So it's also knowing that this life can be a playground if we want it to be, and that experiences are neither good nor bad, ultimately. They are just things that we want to live out. So there is a lightness to this gift because you can let things be as they are and don't bear the weight of the things that have happened to you in the past. But you can still soak up all of the wisdom and lessons that those past experiences were meant to give you. And this is what this desire to feel deeply ensures happens to you. So with the gift of 30, you can be shaped by your experiences more deeply than someone else going through the exact thing. And this is just part of the purpose of this energy. So how can we make the most of it while we've got it? And that is by letting go of any expectations that you may have when going into a new experience, whether that be a job, a relationship, or just simply a fun excursion. The more you can go into it with a totally open mind, the more you can embrace this gift of allowing every experience to fully move you and mold you in the way that it's meant to. Expectations can narrow the field of outcomes. Whereas in this energy, you're going to want to blow that field wide open and just allow the best possibilities to unfold for you. And just allow yourself to be surprised by life. So now what can block us in this energy? And she says that sometimes you can have this burning desire, but you may not necessarily know what for exactly. So like you have this fire inside of you, but no clarity on what to do with it. It helps in this case not to pressure yourself to have that big answer, but just to start throwing yourself into the little things that seem exciting to you. So this is where the main sun energy is going to be supporting this energy. So it's like just this nice little back and forth flow of supportive energy between the solar plexus and the sacral centers. And that is just by doing things that are a yes and that excite you, period. So, and that's another thing is like if you feel stuck at all in this energy this week, just find something that brings you joy or excitement or makes you feel passionate. just in any way. It could be something simple, like my daughter, for example, loves doing the dishes, and that's probably something that not the majority of humanity shares. But that's what I'm saying is like, even if it's something as simple as washing the dishes, if that brings you joy, just do it. And then just keep following those little breadcrumbs of like things that would bring you joy, going out for a walk or, like whatever. Just keep following that. And it's like the more you practice doing those things, the easier it's going to be to flow in this energy, okay? So ultimately, though, this is going to help you build trust in yourself to discern what experiences are right for you and which ones are not. Okay, so with that being said, that is your energy for the week. Those are your potential experiences. And I'm going to leave you with a nice little good luck and an I love you. And of course, if you want to work with me outside of this, all of the details and links to how you can work with me are going to be in the description of this post. So with that, I will leave you again with an I love you and a good luck. I'm terrible at goodbyes, by the way, so that's why this is so like janky. But anyways, outro, goodbye, see you next week.